Hello, welcome to Microsoft PowerPoint 2013 with Megan Reese. We're going to be in this video talking about assignment 1, where we look at a PowerPoint and determine what's wrong with it and how to fix it. At this point, it's assumed that you have at least a basic working knowledge of PowerPoint, although if you don't, you should be able to figure it out from the videos. But we want to kind of move on to the next level, where you don't just know how to do all the features in PowerPoint, but you know how to create a PowerPoint that is pleasing to the eye and effective, and not just really obnoxious. So with my younger students, I find that we're so focused on trying to teach them how to do all the things you can do in PowerPoint that the things they turn in are really annoying to watch and to listen to. And that's fine while you're learning, but we want to move up to the next level and kind of talk about some tips and things that you can do to make your PowerPoints more effective. So the assignment sheet looks like this. It's going to be going through and having you answer these questions. The answers to the questions are in the PowerPoint. So as obnoxious as it is, the content of the PowerPoint, what it says, is what answers your questions. So make sure that you are answering them and you are figuring those answers out. I'm going to be doing a lecture now that will go through the whole PowerPoint for you. So you can either do it on your own, just watching the PowerPoint, or you can watch this video that will take you through it, and you can kind of do it from a lecture format, or you may do it with your teacher, do it live. So down at the bottom here it says that the rule's broken. You don't need to number them or anything, or rule number 5 or anything like that, but you just need to look at it. For example, this first one, what rules already, without us having learned anything, are being broken? Well, you've got a really obnoxious background, you got kind of a stupid font, it's too big. Really, it's just not pretty. It's very weird looking. It doesn't have kind of a uniform feel to it. It had a sound as you were coming in. So just those are the kinds of things you might be looking for, the rules that were broken under each slide. What's wrong with each slide as you go through it? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start on this and go to the second one. Now we've got a really annoying transition there that has absolutely no purpose. Sorry, animation that has no purpose. It's just there because someone wanted to play with an animation. Okay, we got a really unnecessary sound. All right, so the first thing is to choose the right background. Avoid using obnoxious, loud, or overpowering backgrounds. This background is very irritating because you can hardly read the words. Okay, it says if using a picture background, use transparency options to lighten it up. But keep in mind that picture backgrounds can make your PowerPoint look tacky. So I could go in and lighten this up and make it more transparent. But if you're going to use a picture background, use it the whole way through, or don't use it at all. Don't have lots of different things in the background of everything. Okay, then we've also got, use the same or similar colors for your backgrounds on each slide. You want to pick kind of a color scheme and stick to it. Now see how these transition or these animations are really frustrating. I didn't know that one was in there. Some of them go, some of them come. Here's another one I didn't know was there. It's very confusing to watch. Okay. Using the PowerPoint textures can make your PowerPoint look lazy. The textures that come with the program, honestly, I would just avoid them. They just say, hi, I picked the default texture because I'm kind of lazy. All right, now we've got a really annoying transition right here that takes forever, so that's annoying. Limit bullet points and text. So don't bore your audience with too many bullets or too much information. A really good PowerPoint is of less value without you to go with it. And I've seen professors in college do this. They'll put entire paragraphs and just read the paragraph to you. And you're like, well, what do I need you for? If the PowerPoint has all the information I need, why should I even come to class and listen to you? So it should be that it helps with what you're teaching and it makes things clearer, but you need to be there to make the PowerPoint come to life. Okay? It should be supplement your presentation, not be the presentation. Do not turn your back on the audience when you read a slide. Too many bullet points can be intimidating and make people not want to follow along. You're probably already getting there. Okay, we're already getting lots and lots of bullet points here. You can make your bullet points customized. Okay, so these are customized bullet points, but you can't even tell what it is. So if you're going to customize them, be careful with what you pick. This particular picture, it just looks like a blob. I don't even know what it is. I don't even remember what it is, even though I made it. If you have too many bullet points, you may need to split your slide up into more than one slide. So if you have too much information, split it up. Okay? Or you could basically be turning your PowerPoint into a Word document. I see this with teachers, I see it with students, where they basically write a report in Word and then make it into a PowerPoint. That's not what it is. PowerPoints are not reports. Okay? They should just highlight information. Make sure that each bullet point is not too long. If it's too long and too detailed and it's this big long paragraph, it's just really annoying. Consider also how you're going to use that PowerPoint. Sometimes you have teachers that may ask you to create a PowerPoint for a class. In that case, it is a little bit more like a report, but you still don't want to have huge paragraphs that you just copied and pasted from Wikipedia. Okay, you need to have bullet points that says, I read the information, I've summarized it, and here's the basic information. They can read Wikipedia. Don't just transfer a whole bunch of information over. If you're going to present it in front of a class, you might make the PowerPoint a little different, have a lot more things coming in and out to make your point. So keep that in mind. Am I going to present this, or am I just turning it in as an assignment? In the real world, usually you're presenting it, because that's the whole point of PowerPoint presentations. I'm going to stop making bullet points now. Okay, now I am. So, too many bullet points in this section. Annoying sound, annoying transition. All right. Use animations properly. You've already noticed how annoying these animations are. Okay, this background is horrible. The color is horrible on this slide. Animations should only be used if they have a purpose, not just because it's fun to pick one. Okay, this one right here, don't ever use it. I hate that animation. It just takes forever and it's pointless. They should help the presentation be effective, but not deter from it. They shouldn't be distracting. Should just kind of this. If you want to talk about one thing at a time, then animate them in. If you're going to talk about it all at once, you don't need to animate it or animate them all to come in at the same time. So you don't need to animate every single thing, every picture, every word, everything. That's just annoying. Okay, you can animate images, but again, only if it helps your PowerPoint. Sometimes I'll teach something and then I want the example to come in after I've taught it. So then I'm going to animate it to come in after the fact. But just to have it turn for no reason, just because it's fun to make it turn, kind of tacky. Don't be afraid to explore all 4 types of animation, but know when best to use them. So there's entrance, exit, emphasis, and motion pass. I've used all 4 in professional PowerPoints. I've rarely used all 4 in one PowerPoint. It just kind of depends on what I need it for. Maybe I want it to, like sometimes I've done, well, here's a magazine ad, here's an example. It comes in, then it goes away, and the next one comes up. That's an example of when I would use the exit animation. But it has a real reason to it. It's not there just for the fun of it. Okay, be careful with transitions. Transitions can be fun to play with, but be careful. They add unnecessary time to a PowerPoint. When I'm grading, I get so annoyed when there is a different transition on every single slide. It just takes forever to get through it. So I would do a transition on the opening slide and be done with it. If you're going to do them on every slide, do a simple one. Don't do the one where the curtain was opening. Just have a simple fade or something so it's not always, don't do the fancy ones on every single slide. Okay, this, we'll see if I can read it. Use high quality graphics. So you want to avoid cheap looking clip art, okay? Clip art is actually no longer part of Microsoft Office. They got rid of it, and maybe because it was starting to become kind of a joke, like, oh, you use that same old clip art image that everybody's seen before. So when you're trying to get images, that's actually kind of a challenge to get original images. Take the photos yourself with your own digital camera. You can get stock photography, which is really, if you've ever done a Google search and you find a really great picture, but it's got a watermark over it, that's stock photography. Somebody took it and you have to buy it. But it can really be worth it if you're using it for a professional, like work, something you're doing for work or for school or something. Use high quality images. There are good images available online, but make sure that you're not breaking copyright if you use them. Okay, so we've got some really annoying stuff in that whole coming in like that. Oh, kids love to do that, but it's really annoying. So this slide needs a lot of help. You're going to be fixing it in assignment 2. All right, have a visual theme, but avoid using PowerPoint templates. Okay, so there's templates that come with PowerPoint that give you like a design theme. You can use those in school. They're fine. But when you're getting into the real world and you're making professional PowerPoints, go get some online. I create mine. I just go into Photoshop or Paint. You could do it in Paint, and I make them myself so that they're totally original. But if you don't have the skill for that, just go online and get some for free. You can buy them. Or use one of the templates that comes with PowerPoint, but change the font and the color and make it look different than the default. And we'll be talking about that as well. Use appropriate charts. This is a horrible chart. It was copied and pasted from the internet. It doesn't have a title. It was clearly made in Excel, and then nothing was ever done to it. If you know anything about Excel, you'll look at that and say, wow, lazy. That's just lazy. They did the bare minimum. Okay, so you can create charts right directly in PowerPoint. You can create it from PowerPoint, and it uses Excel, but that way it kind of makes it original. It doesn't just look like a cookie cutter PowerPoint or a Excel chart. But you can also use SmartArt. We're going to use SmartArt in our assignment as well. Use tables. Find other ways to show information. Although I did go to a professional PowerPoint, it was a huge training for a bunch of teachers. There were probably 300 teachers watching this PowerPoint, and that teacher that was presenting had a smart art on every single slide. I don't know if it bothered anyone else, but I was like, wow, you went a little crazy with the smart art. It made them look a little annoying. So don't overdo it with charts and graphs either. Okay, use color well. Color in this is just awful. Okay, I've picked all kinds of random colors. They don't go together. I can't see them very well. So, color can evoke certain feelings. So you want to think about what colors mean. And choose colors that work together. Use the same color scheme through the entire PowerPoint. And don't overdo it and overuse it. Okay, number 9, choose your fonts well. So a lot of people like to go crazy on fonts. And fonts can have subtle messages. Okay, these are all horrible. I wouldn't use any of these fonts, except maybe this one, but that's word art. In a thing that some fonts are designed to be title, and some fonts are designed to write text in. Know the difference. Like this font is more for a title, and not for any PowerPoint title you'll ever do. There's serif fonts and sans serif. Serif means that there's no little dealy on the end. So see how these have little dealies on the end right here? That's a serif font. This is a sans serif font, and this is serif font. So know the difference between the two. Use video or audio. It is perfectly fine to put video and audio into your stuff, but don't overdo it. Don't do too many videos. All the sounds in this entire PowerPoint are really annoying. Okay, the sounds that come with this PowerPoint, I hardly ever use them in real life. They're really annoying. You can get high quality sounds online for free. You can do video clips or audio clips, movie clips. Those are always really powerful to get your point across. Okay, GIFs, this is annoying. It was funny for about 3 seconds, and now it drives you crazy. I hate it when you go through like websites and they have a GIF and it just sits there and replays and replays. It drives me absolutely nuts. Okay, audio clips are great and add interest, but avoid cheesy sound effects that come with PowerPoint. Don't add these effects to each bullet coming in. If you're going to do a sound, it should have a reason. It shouldn't be there just to annoy people. All right, so we just got through the world's most annoying PowerPoint, and hopefully you went through and we're pausing this and we're filling out your worksheet to answer all of those questions. And we will be going on to assignment 2 next, where you're going to take this exact PowerPoint and you are going to fix it and make it look professional and awesome. So we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for joining us.